I suppose I could start on the second one. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to start on the second one. Okay. And it's not... Oh, I have it paused. That's why. Category? Oh, there's a retro category? I don't know. I didn't know that. I was in a retro mood today. Retro category. Kirby's Dream Land 2, Booka Shark. Yeah, there's one for the game and one for the actual just retro. I guess I should go retro then. Why not? Kirby's Dream Land 2. Update. Alrighty. Now, like I was saying earlier, I've never actually played Kirby's Dream Land 2. Ever. So, this is actually going to be a first for me. Oh, good, it's got save files. So I can play a little bit now and a little bit later. Okay, at first I thought that was a big old steak. It's probably because I had steak tacos earlier today. A Super Game Boy mode. You know, that's something I ought to do sometime to see if I can like, get that going. I think you can emulate that. That'd be fun. Maybe sometime in the future. This. Oh, I see. This is when they did the open hub area kind of deal. Cool. Okay. Same controls? Okay. What is Super Game Boy mode exactly? Yeah, didn't Kirby's Adventure come out first? I'm trying to remember my, what order this all was in. Ouch. Oh, I see. Oh, it has a Super Game Boy. Right, if you play it on Super Game Boy, it has, like, frames and stuff, right? Yeah. I thought that was the coolest thing as a kid. There's something to flash back to is freaking, I never had a Super Game Boy, but I knew somebody that did, and I got to borrow it, and I thought it was the coolest freaking thing. Even though basically, like, half of the time I just spent on it just doodling on the screen and messing with the palette changes. So I was playing Kirby's Pinball, and then... Because I actually inherited my aunt's Game Boy, the same aunt that I used to borrow the Game Boy of all the time. And that's... Chicken! But yeah, that was super fun. So when do we get some animal friends in here? Uh oh. I wasn't ready for that. I had a feeling. Yes. Okay. Level 1. Oh, wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Is this a... I'm not copying any abilities, am I? Because there's abilities in this one, isn't there? Because if Kirby's Adventure came out first, then yeah, there would be abilities by now. Now we're talking. Okay. Yes! I don't know why I didn't think to try that. Oh, this critter! Got some cool hair, this guy. Ouch. Got a little overzealous there. Come here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, just cheese it a little. There we go. Okay, yeah, so you can still push select and everything. Oh man, it's Rick. Oh, can he climb walls in this one? No. Okay. Because I know again in Land 3. I don't know if they incorporated that yet. Guess not. We get Parasol. There we go. Wow. Oh. There we go. I gotta keep in mind that Rick does not double jump or anything. There we go. Yep. That's a little better. Spiral Sun aesthetic needs to come back more. By the way, it totally does. I loved it ever since I saw it in Super Mario Sunshine. Is cleaning ability in this one? I'm gonna check. Nope. I think cleaning ability was in like 2 games, if I remember correctly. Super. What am I saying? Kirby's Dream Land 3, and I believe Star Allies actually brought it back, which that was kind of cool. Ah, here we go. Here's the flamethrower move we're talking about. Rick is not a swimmer. Oh. Oh. Roasted apple. Yes! So does the music stay changed when you have Rick on? No. Okay. Ooh, what's that? What's that? I can't get to it, whatever it is. Looks shiny, though. Like I said, I haven't played this game, so that's new to me. Guess I'll have to come back for it. Can I go back in? Alright, good. I'm gonna try something. I'll try something. Ah, yep. I got the starry thinger. I got a thinger. I'm not sure what it does, but I got it. There we go. Got a pretty satisfying little sound. Kind of satisfying the Game Boy sounds can be, because it's just, you know, old school noise, noise waves and whatnot, you know. Alright. Oh, so there's only 3 of them. Well, I wasn't expecting like 5 or 6 every level, but yeah. Oh. I'm sorry. Wispy. Wispy's being strange. I always found Wispy to be a weird one. I gotta be a little more careful with this one. There you are. Oh, I see. The little mask was for his second form. Still as easy as ever. I almost had Eevee as ever. Wrong series. That'd be fun to play, actually. Pokemon, but I'd be breaking all kinds of, like, essential Let's Play and stream rules doing so. So we go from not a steak world to Lots of grapes world. Alright. No, it's a big forest. Of course. I'm still gonna call it lots of grapes, but I'm a dork, so that's why. I like this music. Got a good beat to it. So, hang on. Okay. I just wanted to hear the game's music, because I was starting to realize that, like, as soon as you get Rick, it just has that song the whole time. So I kind of ditched Rick in favor of in favor of hearing the rest of the soundtrack. That and I like having a normal parasol ability. Oh, they put the floaty in there. That's good. The floaty move. Oh, crap. No, don't stop. Yeah, that's why I need a controller that does not do that. Worth it. How's it going, Koo? Alright. I guess we're getting Koo now. So, in this game, each of the animal friends has a little theme. That's kind of neat. The only thing is it overrides the rest of the game music, so it's like, you know. Alright, so spin to win move. Spin to win. Okay, that's a cool move. You don't lose any speed or anything, so hey. Yeah, I got a lot to invest in for my streams. A lot. I mean, one of them is, definitely a new, controller of some kind. Well, you know, just for retro games, so I don't have to use the Xbox's one. I don't know what else. An Elgato would be nice, actually, so I can play some console games. I don't really need a new camera for webcam if I ever do decide to go that route for like a face cam, because you know I've got a camera. I just need to hook it up to the computer somehow. Dice have blocked my way. This is the second time this has happened this week. All right, let's see. Maybe it's this. Yeah, PS4. I do have a PS4 controller. I just don't have a way to connect it to this because I don't have Bluetooth on my PC. So unless there's another way to do that. Alright. Oh, can you? I didn't know you could just... So you can literally just plug it in. I thought you had to get, like, a driver. I might be thinking of the wireless Xbox controller or something. I don't know how to get in there. I'm gonna go back to Parasol, if I can. I just like the fact that you can keep moving and basically have like an invincibility thing. Well, virtually invincible. A cappy without a cap is scarcely a cappy at all, I gotta say. Well, geez, yeah, I know. It's like face cam. I seriously don't. I don't want to weird people out. That's definitely one thing. But it's like at the same time, I don't know if it would add too much to the stream. At least in my case. I mean, I don't really know. Oh, that might be it. That might have been what I needed. This is needle. It's a good thing Kirby's using all those needles downwards, otherwise Koo would be having a terrible time about now. That's the first time I've seen that, where you have to actually free the Gordo to keep going. If you say so. I'll give it a try someday. Yeah, I suppose so. But one of the things one of the people I watch all the time is Vinesauce, and he does not, like, I think the whole Vinesauce crew is like super, no webcam and all that, but I don't know, they seem pretty down-to-earth human to me, even though that I can't really see them. I mean, Markiplier, for instance, though, is a different thing, because it's like, he's very expressive whenever he plays his games. Especially whenever he's playing all the spooky stuff, Me, on the other hand, I'm not that expressive whenever I play. Well, wait a minute. No, I take that back. I know the shark would tell me that I am extraordinarily expressive, and I would believe them because I have an addiction to mugging to no one. Alrighty. Well, I suppose I was asking for that. Parasol will be good here, actually. Yep, there we go. I got a little protection. Oh! Parasol drill. Yeah, I suppose so, though. Maybe I'll do face cam someday. I think all I'd need to do is get some software or something that'll treat my regular camera as such. Okay. See, it's a lot different whenever you lose it after one hit. I could have sworn software does exist like that, though. I mean, I was looking at it, at some, and there was one that said that it would do that if I plugged it in. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think I still have it. Yeah, well, never. Anyway, I guess, a small webcam wouldn't hurt either way. Camera specific. Oh, I see. Yeah, me neither, actually. Oh, this is my first time playing, Kirby's Dream Land 2. I played the first one, and I played 3. I played a lot of Kirby games, but surprisingly, I've never actually touched this game. Ah! That's my own fault there. Alright, time for some Moxie. Alright, thanks. That is the goal of the stream, is to have all the good times. All of the good times. Oh, these dudes. Oh, boy. They're burly. Did I do any damage? Oh, I'm barely doing any damage. I guess Koo's parasol ability is not the strongest. Well, I don't have a camcorder. I have a Canon. Or would that be considered a camcorder in this day and age? Like, I got a Canon Rebel, and that's what I use for my reviews and everything. I could have sworn that it had some sort of feature that would let me use it like a webcam. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. Old camcorder. Yeah, I remember having an old one that had some sort of direct input. That would have come in handy. But it would have looked like garbage, but I guess, you know, the point is to kind of showcase the game really overall and just kind of have me mug every now and then. You know, I'm just now realizing this ability with Ku makes this boss battle super easy. You just get in there, do the business, and then you get out of there. You can even get multiple hits in, especially if you're using the parasol. Well, that was easy. Bird for the win. Alrighty. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't get the crystal thing for that level. I'll have to look it up at some point. So now we've gone from not steak to bunch of grapes to potatoes. Potatoes. Potato plains. No, it's Ripplefield. Oh, there's Kine. It's a fish. Oh, it's a fish. Alright, soup. I gotta point out the fish to the shark. This is mandatory. Yes. Actually, it kind of looks like an egg now that we're down here, or a scoop of ice cream. Ah! Get in there. Oh, forget it. Boop. I wonder how many abilities are in this one in particular. Because so far, we've found Cutter, Fireball, and Parasol. I figure Bomb might be in it, but maybe Bomb wasn't in it yet. Oh, there we go. Speaking of that. Stone. Yes, of course. Rock. I'm actually kind of glad that they updated Rock in future Kirby games to where you get kind of this little stone uppercut move, because it gives you a really easy way to I don't know why I got rid of it. I guess I wanted to Cutter. Grab another thing. Alright, there we go. Because it's like, you know, before then it was just all that would happen would be that, you know, you'd go straight down and there, that's it. But now, you know, with modern day Kirby games, you get well, you can become a big stone, or you can just, you know, do a little quick uppercut if you're like, okay, well, it's just one enemy, I don't want to have to jump up, then rock down. Oh, thanks for the host, by the way. I really appreciate that. You don't have to. That's real super of you. But yeah. Maybe I'll be able to stream those in the future, too. I mean, you know, hey. I don't know how long this game is. It's quite a bit longer than the first one, that's for sure. See, it kind of looks like an egg or like a cake with the icing on the top. I don't know. Kirby games always make me hungry, dude. It's like playing with your dessert. You know. 2 hours without going for 100%. Ooh, okay. I probably won't finish this game this stream tonight, then. Because I already spent about 30 minutes. Hang on. Okay, stone would have helped there, I guess. See, I keep looking at these layouts, and I see them. I remember seeing them in so many other Kirby games. Or maybe not so many other, but maybe just Kirby Superstar. Oh, is that a big squishy? Oh, jeez. Alright, I see your aim there. Oh, it's... I didn't know that would damage me. Alright, let's get rid of this guy. Oh! Oh! Crap. Ah! Yeah, I guess spark ability's in this one, too. Oh, you cheeky. I thought you were gonna throw another star. No, 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 no. Give. Nope. I panicked. Or I choked. Either one. Alright, it's the sparks in this one. Ah, there's the fish! There's the fish! Look at it. Look at him. He's super jovial. Super happy to see me. Yes. Oh, this is where that tune came from, huh? Oh man, it's a lightning fish. Delicious fish. Ah, now I can swim against currents. Can I use jump? Yes. Good. Man, that's one thing in Kirby's Dream Land 3 is I don't think Kine got to shine that much. It seems like each of the worlds in this one are kind of themed around... Oh, it shoots! I got, like, light bulb missiles, and then you can, like, manually detonate them. That's a really good ability, actually, for this game. Because you basically have submarine rockets, missiles, torpedoes. Sorry, it took me like 3 tries to get the right salvo down. Ah, here we go. Yep, that's where this comes in handy. I have a feeling this might be where we're gonna find one of those crystals. Yeah, see the door? There it is. It's right there. Or a bunch of stars. Oh, it works out of water too. That's great. I'd keep it out, but it kind of slows you down a little bit when you're out of water. Is there any more? I didn't see any more secrets. Kind of curious to see if Fireball Kine is the same as the third one. Because I always thought Kine had some pretty good moves in that game. The light bulb wasn't near as good as it is in this one, but Fireball is really good because you basically have this big fireball cannon, and it's like the wide beam in Metroid is the best analogy I can come up with. Except the wide beam does... No, I'm thinking of the wave beam can pass through walls, if I remember correctly. Rocket fish! Alrighty. Let's see, what time is it? 8:15? Oh, it's still kind of early, actually. Wait a minute. Oh, I see, that's the way back. Yeah, Fireball has always been... It's like Sword, in my opinion. Sword is a super basic... Actually, a sword in any game is like a super basic weapon. But it can be, like in a Kirby game, it's super fun to play because you're like spinning around doing these crazy jump slashes. And I like that little mid-air slash where you rebound and you flip backwards. It's always really satisfying to play, but I always try to avoid Sword because I'm like, no, I want something more gimmicky, you know? Like Plasma, for instance. Like, I always like... I mean, Plasma is gameplay-wise, is boring as all. I mean, literally, all you do is shoot. It just shoots. But I thought it was so cool that you could mash the freaking D-pad and charge up this massive ball of death, you know, and just unleash it. And not to mention, it also works as a fun little passive damaging shield if it's fully charged. I thought that was the coolest thing. But, you know, yeah, Fireball is the same, really. It's like, you know, it's kind of... I thought that was a Clyde. A Tri-Clyde for a second or something. 3 heads. Oh, I should go down here first. Oh. Underwater. But yeah, Fireball has always been basic. Super basic, but it's always, yeah, I agree, it's always very fun to play because you basically just trash enemies at this really high speed, just, you know, it's like Wheel except more controlled. Ooh, is there a secret in the secret? There's a secret in the secret! Plasma is in Superstar, but I mostly know it from Air Ride. Yeah, Air Ride is an interesting one. In a racing game. Yeah, the thing about Air Ride... I guess I don't have the right ability for this. I'll have to come back at some other point. I guess the gimmick here is you're supposed to remember where the secret is for next time. I see, I see. But yeah, Plasma is in Air Ride. Actually, I always thought it was interesting that they decided to go with one button on Air Ride. I still think Air Ride is super fun. By the way, we should totally play that. Talking to my bro here. Air Ride is super fun, in my opinion. I'm sorry, hold on a minute. Check out this dance screen. Yeah! Look at Kine go. I wasn't expecting that. That was pretty great. But yeah, Air Ride, I've always thought was pretty fun. I know a lot of people are like, it's okay, but I'm like, no, it's good. It's, but I never understood why they decided to go the whole one-button route. I mean, it would be maybe they wanted to keep it simple enough to where anybody could go for it, you know? Like, anybody. But I think it does the game a bit of injustice because... I mean, yeah, they designed it around it for the most part, but having both your brakes and your ability and everything mapped to one button, I'm like, you know, it's an interesting idea, but... Yeah, same. I played it on my own a lot, too. I played a lot of games on my own as a kid, actually. Mostly because, well, you know, I'm kind of the weird kid, so I didn't really have that many friends. But the friends I did have that did play video games, we kind of usually focused on things like Zelda and... Hey, there we go! Yes! Got another shiny thingy. Alright, I'm a fish, says Kine. I don't know why. But yeah, I did think the, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like the one-button input of Air Ride. I think they did it really well. I just kind of wish there was an option to separate the ability, but then again, I guess that would change the dynamic of the game. You know, you're supposed to have everything on one button. Oops. Excuse me. That's what I get for not drinking water and I'm drinking soda over here. Hang on. Watch Kine dance for a second. There we go. Gotta keep some water on hand. That's what I get for drinking soda. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I like the checklist in Kirby's Air Ride. I always like that. Where it's like, it has a really simple challenge at first that gets you started, and then each of the cardinals unlocks, like, ooh, what can I do now? Where can I go from here, you know? The only thing is, I kind of wish that you could get the colors early, because the way I would tell if my friends or me set a record was by the Kirby color, because you can't really put your name in. Maybe at least make it where you could put your initials in or something. I don't know. That's one thing I've always wanted to do, is actually get a little, like, not super edge competitive. I lost it. Oh well. I need a different ability for Kind of wish I had Spark again. Yeah. And I thought City Trial was the coolest thing too, where it's like you make this mad dash to collect all these stats and everything. It kind of made me almost get Smash Bros. 4 for 3DS over the Wii U one, but I got the Wii U one because, you know, it's HD, it has more songs, all this stuff. But freaking Smash Tour, I could not get into Smash Tour. I didn't know what was going on. Oh my gosh, look at this fish. Arr, look at him. He's like, man. I love it. Ah, I missed. Oh, kind of super useful here. Yeah, the City Trial is an interesting mode. I've never worked so hard for one drag race in my life. I always felt that was kind of the thing. I kind of wish you could choose ahead of time what ones that you might play, at least. Not necessarily choose the ones that you are going to play, like the events that would happen, because that would kind of ruin the point, because you're supposed to be kind of prepared for anything. But I think it would be kind of cool to be able to choose as well. That's kind of an easy boss, actually. But yeah, Smash Run. Yeah, and the thing about Smash Run is it went by so quick. Like, you just kind of use items at random, and it's like, man, I didn't know, I still don't know how that works. Outside of, apparently you run around the board, you collect fighters, and then you use items real quick, but I never knew what any of the items did because the text would go by too quick, so it's like, ah! Alright, so we got through not a steak world. You know why it makes me think of a steak is I keep thinking of, like, if I can point with my pointer here. Yeah, here we go. See, this would be the marbling right here, and this would be, like, the, where the steak bone would be, but it's like, oh, it's been removed. I don't know. I blame the steak tacos from earlier. And then, so, it's not a steak world. Grapes, potatoes, and now... hang on, I can think of a food. Actually, no, I can't. This is just a block of ice. This is a block of ice. It's literally iceberg. Okay. I wasn't wrong. Port time. It's alright. Oh, there's 4 levels in this one, huh? Iced over tacos. So there's 4 levels in this one, huh? Actually, I'm gonna say goodbye to Kind for now. Play a little solo here. Oh, those dudes. I forgot about the little pinwheel guys. You know, now that I think about it, you know, I just now realized Needle and Spark both are, like, radial abilities. They both do the same thing. Except if you get an animal friend. Look at this Waddle Dee being cheeky over here. They don't run in like that anymore. Can I get through? Oh, no, I don't want to get through. That's bad. I was like, oh, there's gonna be something down there. And it's like, whoa. Rick! Rick, buddy! I can't get to you! I can't do it. I don't have fire. Okay. You just chill here. No pun intended. Oh, wait a minute. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Let me try that again. I never really liked that in some ways, but in other ways I see why they did it. It's kind of like some situations you want to drop your ability and pick up a new one. But I see why they made it prioritized where it prioritizes your lost ability star. But I always thought, couldn't they put a little variable in there that kind of differentiates between the fact that if you lost your ability or you dropped your ability manually, you know? That way it would prioritize it accordingly. See, if you lost your ability from damage, it makes sense that you'd probably want the ability you had over a new ability. So, you know, have a little toggle there. I think that would have solved that, because that's how it's always been in Kirby games. I know it's a little bit more work, but I think, you know, just a slight little change like that would actually make that a little bit more thing. Because if you manually drop your ability, you're obviously wanting a new ability. You know. But, you know, I'm not a game dev. I'm a game designer, but I'm not a game dev. If only I could code. I need to actually get around to learning how to code. Instead of talking about it. But, you know, Shoulda, coulda, woulda, all that, you know. Man, the cutter ability in this one's a lot better. It actually follows you. I like Rick's little dance. It's great. Oh, what's see, right there, that's what I was talking about. I manually dropped it because I wanted to rock. Okay, hang on. Or stone, I should say. There we go. I just wanted to see what stone was, and it's like, yep. Alright, here we go. Yes. Oh! Roll! Spin to win! Alright, there we go. Or roll to win, I guess. Huzzah! There we go. What's the time? What's the time? What's the time? 8:28. I'm actually really enjoying this one. Holy cow, I'm surprised I've never played this one. Really surprised, actually. I thought that was a thing for a second. It looked like a little check mark. Ah! I'm not moving forward. It's moving for me. No, 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 no! Ew, I forgot Rick can't fly. Kirby! Okay, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Holy cow. Time out for just a second, holy cow. Oh. No, 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 no! Was that something? Oh, okay, I can go, no, I can't go in there, actually. Get. Interesting effect here. You're actually out of the wind right here. Alright, hang on. Let me see if I can get in there. Nope. I don't think I'll be able to get in there. I'd need something like maybe needle? I don't know. Hang on. I think I can get in there. I just gotta kind of like finagle just right. No, this isn't gonna work. Alright, forget it. I'll just move on. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, that does way more damage. That does way more damage than trying to use an ability. Can I do my slide attack? No, I didn't put in the slide attack yet. No, don't get poofy. No. Parcel. And we got Koo. Okay. Good. Oh, maybe Koo can go against the wind. Oh, I see. I see what they did. Yeah, we have to use Koo. Alright. Makes sense. Oh, she's the quick one. See, for the longest time, I thought Koo was a guy. But I do believe Koo is actually a lady. Ouch. That was my own fault there, not paying attention. Almost. I think. No. Oh, the jet. It knew. It being the game designing, it knew I was gonna go that way. Yeah. Oh, dead. Okay, I kind of wish that would have happened before I did that, but okay. All right, here we go. Narrow. Going through these walls like a Binford power tool. That's a good show. I need to go back and watch that. Wait a minute. Are you telling me I've been missing out on ice? Ah. Ooh, ice is good with Ku, though. Because you got kind of like a little... You can kind of aim it. That's cool. Alright, I didn't know ice was an ability in this game, too. Oh, for heaven's sake. Alright. Oh, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Good sir. Yeah, well, I got screwed up there. Oh well. At least I get to hear the actual world music now. Ting, 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 ting. You know, I was actually thinking about playing Super Mario Land this stream, but I played Super Mario Forever last stream, so I figured I'd play a different platformer. I can play platformers just about any day, though, honestly. Particularly mascotty platformers, too. You know what, actually? Since I'm just now... Oh, I see. That's why they went with Fireball, because ice is the breath ability in this one. The breathing ability. Bubsy? Okay. Funny thing about Bubsy. Let me give you a little insight into my weird tastes. The first Bubsy game as a kid, I used to love it. Yeah, you're gonna think I'm mental, but I used to love it. I don't know why. I just used to love it. I mean, going back and playing it, yeah, you know what? I think that might be part of it because Bubsy's a kitty, so I'm like, Kitty, you know, he's a cat, so I'm biased towards Kitty. But you know, going back and playing, holy cow, let's not use ice on the slopes. Let's just go regular Kirby for now. Oh boy. As soon as I say that, now I gotta... You know, I don't know. I used to actually like the first Bubsy game. The second Bubsy game, though, gave me some Uncanny Valley. For some reason. And it freaked me out as a kid. I don't know why. Something about the musical notes in the musical note stage was kind of weird. It's the fish. Frozen fish. Man. And just something about that game was weird to me. Yeah, actually, wait. Bubsy watching speedrunners of Bubsy games. Wait, is that an actual thing? Is that an actual thing they're doing? That would actually be pretty funny. But at the same time, it was Let It Go. Yeah, Frozen. You're thinking of Frozen, huh? There are... No, I know there's Bubsy speedruns, but I was talking about Bubsy watching speedruns. Yeah, you can link. Yeah, by all means, link away. If you feel like linking something, I could take a look at it on stream. I don't mind that at all. Or I get to look at it later. Either way. Oh boy. Where? Oh, I misread that. I'm sorry. I thought you said... See, I kind of glanced a little bit, and I misread. I misread you as saying I'm very much in the camp of loving the idea of Bubsy watching speedruns. See, I was kind of dealing with an enemy or something. But yeah, watching the speedruns of the Bubsy games. Yeah. The thing about it is they had some speed in those games. Like, about half of Sonic's worth of speed, which is pretty quick. It wasn't quite blast processing, but it was... Ooh, ice can take those guys out really easy, huh? Noted. Oh, Game's Done Quick did one, huh? Bubsy watching Bubsy speedruns. I can just picture like he's got a Twitch, and they got like what is it, live rig? A live rig of Bubsy, and he's just watching the speedruns. He's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it makes the occasional pop culture reference here and there, you know. I'll have to check it out sometime. But yeah, going back and playing the Bubsy games, I can see why a lot of people didn't like it, because the jumping in it, the momentum, it was interesting. Yeah. Oh, pardon me for a moment. Not drinking enough water today, huh? Whew, excuse me. Holy cow. I'm still recovering from a cough from being sick like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Last time. Alright. Oh boy, ice is not good against this guy. Okay, okay, new plan. New plan. I don't want to lose Kine right away. I choked. I choked. I choked. Ah! Jeez. Kine is not good out of water. Ah, poor fish. You hurt Kine. I must hurt you. Yeah, thank you. I'm doing alright now. It's just, it was a nasty cough. Holy cow. Man. I hadn't been sick like that in a long time. You know, what's funny is I think I had the flu, but I got the flu shot. It's just, oh, well, of course, I got a different strain. Okay, okay. Let me try something else. Is it seriously just the same? Same radial thing? It is. I mean, it's cute and everything. Look at that snowman. But it's still just a radial move. Eh. Jeez, come on. Come on. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. No. Forget it. Ugh. But yeah, I would totally be behind the idea of Bubsy actually, like the voice actor actually watching some speedruns. That would actually be pretty great, even if it was just a promotional little gag. Seems like something Bubsy would do, a promotional gag. Yeah, I guess so. I probably should have just ran or something. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, a snowman. There's a snowman curb. I need some fire. Got some lives. I would be a little bit more excited about those if I didn't really have like a bunch already. Boop. I gotta say, all this Kirby playing has made me really want to play Superstar again. Boy, I played that game religiously as a kid. Like, as a kid, I used to rent a lot of games because, you know, I came from a family where, you know, you'd break even a lot. Arr, that fish was out of water. I'd break even, well, my family would break even a lot, and, you know, so I'd rent games more than I would buy them. And, I used to rent a lot of the same games because we didn't have a really big library or anything. And Kirby Superstar was one of those ones that I used to get all the time. I don't know. I just you know, I played Kirby before, but the snappiness of Superstar in comparison to the previous entries was pretty awesome to me. Come on, give me something. Come on. There we go. That'll work. Okay, cannot inhale those. He's so pudgy. It's pretty great. Ooh, boy. This cough is coming back on me, I guess. It's probably because I've been talking this whole time. I mean, I ramble, but I usually don't ramble this much. Yeah, that's something I always liked as a kid. I got a whole story on emulation, and my yeah, I know, right? I used to know the name of these guys, these dragons. Is it really? Oh man, what's the name of these guys? I can't remember. But yeah, I got a whole story on emulation and how it was a big part of my childhood. This is around the time, you know, Kazaa and Napster were kind of a big deal, and it's like, oh man, you know, we're all pirating stuff and we didn't even know it, you know, because, you know, they didn't really crack down on it yet. But, you know, I already knew that, you know, piracy was kind of a thing, you know. Yeah, it's probably Bub or Bob from Bub and Bob. It's Bub and Bob's long-lost cousin Dave. This is Dave. He didn't make the cut because it wasn't as snappy as Bub or Bob. He's actually yellow. He's yellow. But yeah, emulation, man. It's freaking... I don't know. Whenever I first found out about it, I was like, "You mean I can play my freaking Super Nintendo games on my computer?" It was like, man. Yeah, he was probably a blue one. If I had Super Game Boy, I really should have. I should have looked into that before I did this. I'll have to look into that for future streams. But yeah, emulation. Oh man, I actually played Earthbound for the first time through that. I can't think of a food for this one, by the way. I mean, this sort of looked like frozen taco, but I'm like, okay, what do we got here? Oh, I see. It's pancakes. See it? There's a pancake. There's a pancake. There's a pancake. Stack of 3 pancakes. There's a butter on the top. Got it. Got it. Actually, I'm just kidding. It's Red Canyon. Of course. Actually, I'm probably not going to go into Red Canyon tonight. It's, I've been going at this for a while, so I'll probably come back to this later. Let me go ahead and save... how do you save a... I've actually not tried to save a state, just in case. I'm gonna save one. Just in case. Let me reset. Man. Yep, saves progress. Alright, cool. I was just making sure that was good. Call me paranoid. But yeah, I got a whole story on emulation. I'll have to tell that another time. Basically, a long story short, it was a lot of a lot of games that I'd never even heard of. I never got to try Earthbound, and I'd buy it, but the cartridges are super expensive nowadays, you know. And this was during GameCube and early Wii, so I was like, you know, Nintendo's not in any hurry to put that on virtual, so I was like, you know, I figured it was justified in some way. But you know, not condoning piracy or anything. That's just how it was back when. And you know, it's like, you know, some games will never see the light of day again, and Nintendo will never profit off of them because they won't think to sell them. But this is a whole nother rant for another time. For now, I'm gonna go get me maybe some tea or something to coat my throat. I'm getting a little you know. Yeah, they did release it on Virtual, but the thing about Virtual Console is every time another system comes out, I actually watched a whole video on this where it's like another system comes out, the old Virtual Console library is obsolete. So you have to re-buy games. And now on the Switch, they didn't even do Virtual Console. They're doing Nintendo Online. And now you got to pay monthly for it. And I'm like, why don't they just do a one-time thing somehow? Or maybe sell the ROMs or something, you know. But I'm rambling. This is a whole other thing. Alrighty. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. That was fun. I hope to finish this soon. But for now, yes, I shall go off into the distance that is probably about 6 feet over there to my Keurig to get hot water. Okay, see you around. Thanks for coming by.